The Department of Environmental Science and Policy at George Mason University is completely unique. Located in the Washington, D.C. metro area, George Mason students have access to the places and the people where policy is being made.
I think Mason as a university is strategically placed in a fantastic location because we're extremely close to Washington, D.C.
I chose George Mason for my doctoral program because it's in the heart of the epicenter of policy.
At George Mason University, students have access to faculty at the very top of the field of environmental science and policy.
The faculty in environmental science and policy are all engaged in some kind of interdisciplinary studies. We work on everything from the Potomac River and its ecosystem function, all the way to environmental anthropologist who works in Siberia and now in Mongolia.
Faculty at George Mason are involved at the very top levels of decision-making and lawmaking for the environment.
I chose George Mason because it had an excellent environmental science and policy department, and it's got a great range of faculty.
We have faculty and staff that have worked in politics on environmental science issues, that have worked for NGOs, that have worked for the government.
The Environmental Science and Policy Department offers a large selection of classes, so students have the opportunity to learn what they want to learn.
Students who come here, both at the undergraduate and the graduate level, can study the real breadth of what it means to look at the environment. And that means everything from studying environmental law to rainforests.
I think the variety of classes here is something that a lot of universities don't have.
The thing that I really like about environmental science and policy here is that it gives me the freedom to do the work that I want to do.
Economics and communication and human relations and things like that, in addition to natural resources science.
Well, I had the opportunity to go to Costa Rica for a 10-day educational tour. I was just floored that I could use photography as a means to spread the word about conservation.
Because of our unique location near Washington, D.C., our students get access to internships, fellowships, and other opportunities not found elsewhere.
Our students have the great access to the Smithsonian Mason School of Conservation.
Absolutely fantastic facility. It's like a sort of conservation hothouse.
A lot of the really large NGOs around the world have their headquarters here. This is the place where politics happens, which is very important for conservation and environmental science.
Just our students being in here, they managed to build up a network of people from different agencies, different disciplines. Here you get a PhD and kind of your world's your oyster.
George Mason University is also located in a beautiful region. Nestled between the Appalachians and the Chesapeake Bay, there are endless opportunities to hike and explore. And because of the location in the D.C. metro area, students get access to the nation's top museums, cultural events, and much more.
There are so many restaurants, so many cultural events. It's just a lot of fun to live here.
The campus is beautiful, there's trees everywhere. You're pretty close to some great parks and hiking trails, so it's an excellent location.
In the environmental science department, really felt like a family. They're always telling me about new opportunities.
This is a fantastic time to get into a career in the environment and sustainability.
Now is definitely the time to get into environmental science.
No matter where I decide to go to graduate school, I feel like I'll be prepared well above and beyond.
The Environmental Science and Policy program at George Mason University, where the future of conservation is happening.